to have your team come in here and play the way they did today?
Yeah, it was just nice to back up, what we did the other night, and we were really, really happy with the start. We went in and challenged the group that we have to start the same way. We started extremely well, the other night in Vancouver. We're up 2, and then we said we'd address it after 2, and we weren't up, but we certainly played the same type of game. We started properly. They were ready to go. Credit to our leadership group.
Your penalty kills seem to set the tone for you.
Yeah, we've struggled a bit, obviously. There's no secret on the kills, but they take great pride in it, right? It's like they're not going out there trying to get scored on, and so to get reinforced with some stuff, even though they got 1, we still did a lot of great things there. I think we can use that as a positive.
That's a hard team to play against. They're big. They grind you down. They're veteran. Just how important was it to kind of not let them get going, keep them kind of off their forecheck, and just be able to kind of keep them to bay like that?
I think that's a great point. Is that what we did after we got the lead, or even before we had the lead when it's tied, is that we made them continually go back and get some pucks. We didn't turn it over. We didn't feed into their transition game where they could get going and get their offense going. We got pucks out. We didn't let them have sustained pressure. Our guys were committed to doing the right things defensively, and obviously it translated into some offense here tonight as well.
You feel like you found something with that Monahan, JVR, Kent Johnson line?
You know what? We just talked about it. JVR, he's been in and out of the lineup, and but every day he's just worked his butt off. Yeah, I think we really like that line. It's nice to have some balance, and we wanted to keep some lines. As you guys know, we want to keep them together as much as we possibly can. So to have that line going, we know Marchie and Ronnie and Monty are a good line, right? And when Chinny comes back, obviously we'll have even more. But yeah, it's nice to have some depth in our forward lines for sure.
We talked about it this morning, but how impressed are you with Provy's toughness?
Yeah. It's awesome, right? Nobody thought he was going to play, except him, and he was ready to go, and he had no issues. Didn't look like he had any problems handling it or shooting, and yeah, he's a tough guy.
Finally, when you come back to your home province like this, you got family in the crowd. Does this mean a little extra more to you?
Nope, it means the same. W is a W, but it means a lot to my family, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Ken, just new line last game with JVR and Monty, and it seemed like there was some chemistry really quickly. Did it feel like that carried over into this game as well?
Yeah, no, definitely. I thought we played good in Vancouver, just, didn't bury, and that'll happen. So, yeah, we got the bounces tonight, so, yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
What do you like about playing with those two guys the most?
Well, they're both just really good players and, do some different things than me. I think, Monty's a really good center, like two-way offense, defense, can make every play, and then, JVR can make every play too, and so good around the net, bigger body, so likes to be there. So, I think they're a really good fit with me.
Those two goals couldn't have been any more different, could they? I mean, one's down tight right against the net there, basically, and then the other one you're coming up the ice with JVR. You're just trying to get yourself into a position where he can lay that pass to you?
Yeah, no, exactly. Like 2-on-1. I mean, I know, I know the player he is. If I, kind of back off of the 1-2, he'll probably get it to me. So, yeah, really nice pass by him.
Big win for you guys, right, at the end of this trip. I mean, at least you finish it the way that you started it. I know there's a lot of frustration in the middle for you.
Yeah, no, definitely, exactly. It was huge to, get one before, and, not a bad road trip at the end, but obviously, can always be better.
And that's a hard team to play against. It has beaten you guys pretty good the last couple times you've played them. Just how much of a focus was it trying to limit their opportunities and not really let them kind of get their forecheck going and grind you guys down?
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, they're a really good team, so we had to stay patient, and luckily we did that tonight, and Elvis played great, so it's good.
If we can, just to flesh out the 2-on-1 goal, is that one where you're hoping the puck's coming, and could it have been any better as far as the setup?
No, yeah, it was a perfect pass, so pretty easy to one time, and yeah, definitely whenever you're a 1T guy on a 2-on-1, you want it slid over to you, so yeah, it was nice.
How satisfying was this win here for you tonight?
It's definitely a good win. We all remember how was our trip in California, right? And it was going on the same road here, and I'm happy that we managed to handle it well on the right note, finish this road trip, and yeah, it's great. Now we have to go home, rest, and get ready for next one.
The first period in particular, you got all the kills, you were making big saves. It seemed like that kind of set the tone for the rest of the night. It was a matter of then finishing the game that way, right?
Yeah, especially in Van. Definitely not happy about the Van's game. It was, yeah, of course. Well, my mistake over there. It's gonna happen, and it's still gonna go happening. I'm an aggressive goalie, and I always gonna play the puck. But I did a mistake there, and then couple bounces in, and then it felt awful that game. And here I had to change. And then this win was really important. We were tired from this long road trip, and they had back-to-back, so it was even, And it's good win. I'm really happy.
Well, you mentioned the situation at Van. Was that a motivator for you tonight?
Well, yeah, because I did one mistake there, and then as well tonight on the goal I did a mistake. I should trust more my defenseman. I didn't trust because I saw the guy on the back door, and I kind of cheated. And this is the best league in the world and the best players in the world. And as soon as they see a little hole, they're gonna punish you, and that's what happened.
First of all, how were you able to play tonight?
I've played through a lot over my career. Obviously, we, looked at it, made sure that it was okay, and dealing with some pain, it's normal part of hockey.
Pretty tough, though. Just talk about the defensive effort, beginning with the kills in the first period in particular.
Yeah, I think overall today we, played the right way for 60 minutes. For the most part of the game, we didn't have any turnovers at the blue lines. Made the right choices, made the right reads, played hard, played our hockey, and it paid off.
What does it say about this team? It's been a long road trip, 5 games in 8 days, to be able to finish it off like this and kind of rebound from those last couple games.
Yeah, for sure. I think it shows a lot of character. I think, last game we deserved better. And, for us to, not to feel sorry for ourselves, stay focused and play the right way on the last game of the road trip. It shows a lot about this team. I think we've grown a lot since last year, and I think we're trending in the right direction.
And to kind of go back to you playing tonight, I think you've missed 3 games in your NHL career, haven't missed one here in Columbus. Just how big of a point of pride is it for you to be able to play through things like that?
Obviously, as a competitor, I love the game. I love to compete. I love to, do whatever I can to help the team win, play for my teammates. And I guess today was another one of those games.
Having a thought on your goaltender tonight?
What's that?
Thought on your goaltender?
Yeah, he's great. I think he made the right stops and he bailed us out when we needed it to. And I think he's done a couple times this year, and tonight was one of those nights.
You guys have been in town for a couple of days. The snow's blowing. Does it remind you of your time in
Yeah,
Brandon?
for sure. Obviously, I played 2 years in Western Canada in Brandon, and missed the weather a little bit, but not when it's like minus 50. So. Yeah.
Just talk about the satisfaction of a win like that in this building against an opponent that's been playing some really good hockey.
Yeah, I think, again, that's definitely a good measuring stick game. We know what kind of season those guys are having over there. And again, it was one of those games I felt like we stuck with it the whole 60. I thought we played fairly consistent, no lapses in our game, and did the little things in the details, took care of the details to win a game. So that's obviously an encouraging thing.
You talk about that consistency. You played another strong first. I talked to Zach Aston Reese in the intermission. He said, look, we all know what needs to be done here. We don't really need to say anything. What needs to happen going forward? Yeah,
I think, again, when we're playing connected and playing predictable to each other, I think we're a really hard team to play against. I think we did that definitely good in our start against Vancouver, and obviously kind of teeter-tottered a little bit for the rest of the game. But I thought tonight it was fairly consistent from start to finish as far as just executing those little details, playing as a 5-man unit, and kind of playing predictable to our teammates.
Kent Johnson always talks about how much fun it is to play with you and Sean as veteran guys. What's it like to have that young talent on the ice with you as well?
Yeah, it's fun. His exuberance and excitement, how much he loves the game, is fun to be around, and he's definitely a special player. So again, I think me, him, and Monty Monty had some good chemistry going in the last 2 games, and it's nice to see us get rewarded with a couple goals tonight.
James, when you're coming down the left wing side there on that one, are you thinking about passing it to Kent the whole way, or are you just assessing to see what you got?
Yeah, I think anytime you have a one-timer on the other side, you're looking first and foremost to try to find that lane and waiting for that defenseman to either kind of slide to take away your shot, or if he's going to stay with him, then I might have taken it to the net. So just kind of waiting at the right moment for that, and KJ made a nice shot to get it up enough to beat the goalie clean.
Talked a little bit about the chemistry that you guys have as a line so far. It's only been 2 games, but it's been easy to play with those 2 so far. I mean, you kind of bounced around the lineup a little bit, but it seems like you found a spot there.
Yeah, I think even with KJ, we played together a little bit in training camp, and I could feel from kind of our first game together there that we would have some good chemistry. We kind of thought on the same wavelength, I thought. And then Monty's always someone over the course of my career that I thought I would love to get a chance to play with. He's just a smart, reliable player, plays kind of all facets of the game, and I feel like he's a guy I always see when I have the puck, so he's always in the right spots, and just a really smart player overall.